about the product in this next couple of hours. So I've got beautiful sparkle inks, I've got some brand new stamping platforms, I've got some brand new layering stamps, I've got some brand new ink pads. So don't go anywhere because I'm going to be showing you those too. I've got a brand new stamping platform, I've got dies, you name it, I've got it for the next hour and 40, and it's going to be great because I just get the time to sit and chat and show you all of the fabulous techniques and exactly how you're going to get the best out of them. So stick with me. First half's going to be sparkle and all of the fabulous things we do there. Second half's going to be the fabulous brand new, listen, can you hear the words? Brand new ink pad Spectrum R. I'm ridiculously excited, I can't even begin to tell you. Now, let me show you this. Do you want to make sparkly backgrounds with this amount of fabulous glitter in them? Look at that there. If I wiggle that, you'll be able to see all of that beautiful sparkle you can get in there. If I pick up this background, same colours, different technique, and which way am I going? This way, this way. There we are. Same technique, but you've got beautiful sparkle in there, and it's going to save you from having to squirt the pen out, the ink out of your pens. Now, I know you've been doing it. I know you've been doing it because you're naughty, and you tell me you've been doing it. And not only have you been doing it, but our demonstrators have been doing it. And then they get emails from me saying, what are you doing? I tell everybody not to do that with the pens. And they say, but the sparkle inks look so beautiful for a background. And I thought, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Let's just put that ink in a pot. So that's what I've done. And there is so many things you can do. I'm stamping my feet under the table with excitement because there's so many different things you can do. So it's going to look dark like this, and all you can do is see ink. If you tip it up, you'll see all of your sparkle is in the bottom there. Now I'm going to pick this up to my microphone and give it a little shake because I want you to hear what's happening in the jar. Can you hear? It's got some little balls in there which are going to rattle around and shake the sparkle up. So it's very similar to what we have in the pen, because what you need to do is agitate that sparkle, agitate that microfine glitter. And guys, I want you to understand this. This is not a mica. This is absolutely not a mica. It's a micro fine glitter which gives you all of that fantastic iridescent glitter sparkle. So it's not the sheen you get from a mica, it's the glitter sparkle you get but from microfine. Once you've done that, you can see the bottom of the pot here now doesn't have that lighter colour in there because I've mixed it all in. But when I open the pot, oh my word, you're going to be able to see, well, I'm going to hold it here so you can see it above. You're going to be able to see all of the beautiful glitter. Now, difficult to see in the pot because it's so concentrated, but I want to show you this. I'm just going to move this to the side briefly. I've got a damp brush here. Let me just show you because you're not going to believe this. You really, just bear with, you're not going to believe it. I've got a damp brush. I'm going to dip it into my pot now that I've mixed that up. And I'm just dipping it a little bit. Notice I didn't put my brush all the way in. And then we're going to see how far this will go. Look at the rich intensity of colour on a piece of 5x7 card. I can go, and I could keep going. I could probably start a new piece of card, and in fact we probably will. I can colour this whole piece of cardstock with one tiny dip in my glitter pot, and I've got a custom, beautiful, bright pink sparkly background. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's not very sparkly, Leanne, what are you talking about? That's because when your ink is wet, you're not going to see the sparkle from the pot, from the paint that you've got on there, the ink. The glitter appears when it's dry. So when you first do it at home, don't be disappointed, and it's really important I always explain this to you because many of you have said, well, mine's not sparkly. I'm like, let it dry it off, and then you will see the sparkle. All will be revealed. And as I dry this one and then pick it up for you, you will see, and that's not fully dry, but you'll be able to see all of that lovely sparkle on there. Now I need to catch that in the studio light so you can see it. Can you see it at the bottom gathering there? And that's what, if I tip it to the side, maybe you can see it a bit more there. Can you see? You can? Brilliant. Okay. So you can see sparkle all over the place. It really is fabulous. And I might get my mobile phone out in a minute and shine my mobile phone on it because then you'll absolutely be able to see with a little flashlight. But flash lamp on there, all that beautiful glitter. So that's gone all over the background. I've just created myself a custom piece immediately out of the pot. So that's one of the things you can do. And then of course you can die cut that. You can stamp over the top of it, whatever is your particular poison. It's going to be very easy to do. But there are loads more techniques. Now what I'm going to do is just clean my mat. And I must tell you, when you're cleaning your mat with your kitchen roll with sparkle inks, absolutely never ever ever throw this piece of kitchen roll away, because this is going to dry and get die cut to make beautiful flowers, and all of the sparkle gets caught on your kitchen roll, so keep that. And I usually have a couple of pieces and I use complementary colours for cleaning up. I even plan my clean up with complementary colours so it doesn't go brown and muddy, and then I can die cut it later. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Next thing is, how do you do a different background with lots of different colours in? Well, you're going to wet your card first. Do you want to know the colours you're getting? I'm getting too excited. I'm just telling you all about the inks. I haven't even shown you how remiss of me all of the beautiful colours that you're going to get. So I'm going to just put those to one side for a second. I'm going to reach over here and grab my little colour charts, and then I'm going to talk you through the sets of 3 that you will be getting. So let me just get these in my hands nice and comfortably so you can see them. There we go. So you can see we've got our perfect pastels. Oh, and look, you can see the sparkle. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? And in our perfect pastels, we've got rose quartz, cosmos, and moonstone. And in our falling leaves, we've got harvest moon, smoked quartz, and olive jade. And I just want to pause here for a second and say to you, would you believe me if I told you that those 3 circles that have been coloured with harvest moon, smoked quartz, and olive jade were a white, I'm going to say it again, white piece of card before it was die cut and coloured in? I know. The intensity of this ink on here is incredible. You'll get a beautiful solid dyed look with all of that lovely shine in there, and you won't see your white card underneath. You can see the die cut edge? You can see my little white edge, so you see I'm telling you the truth when I tell you that that was a white card when it started. Then we've got our winter warmers. We've got starry sky, holly leaf, and red berry, and I'm just wobbling them there so you can see that beautiful sparkle and shine. We've then got our rich garnet, we've got our amethyst, and we've got our aquamarine. How beautiful is that? And don't forget, when you're tuning into HSN, you're going to get a good deal on the day. We've then got our metallics, and that's sterling silver, spun gold, and onyx black. And that onyx black, I'm going to tip it up so you can see the edge, was white card that has been made into a piece of beautifully sparkly black card just using this ink. It is unbelievable. The other thing I want to just take a moment to appreciate is this gold. When you're making a gold ink, it's possible for it to look a little bit green. It's very difficult to make gold, which isn't gold, look gold. It can look a little bit yellow, or a little bit green, or a little bit brown and muddy, and just can't think of another way to describe that. However, look at our gold. Our gold looks like gold, does it not? It is truly like spun gold, and you've got all of that fantastic shimmer and sparkle in there. It's exceptional. So then we've got summertime, and in summertime we've got solar red, emerald green, and blue topaz. You can see the shimmer in there. And finally, we've got shades of spring, and shades of spring has that beautiful soft jade, the moonlight, and pink champagne. Gorgeous, aren't they? So they're all of the colours that you're going to be able to get, and they do come in sets of 3. I'm going to pop them there and come back to them in a second. So they're coming to you in little boxes like this, sets of 3. So you've got 3 complementary colours in the little pots, and then when you open the pot, you're going to have exactly what I was just showing you earlier. Oh, hang on, turn it round, Leanne. There we go. Exactly as I was showing you earlier. So you would open up your little box. They're held nice and firmly in there with these little plastic trays. And actually, keep your little plastic tray. I'm just going to take the lid off that, because that's a really nice positioner on your craft desk. And we've done that on purpose. So we've included that in the packaging so that you can be really organised with your inks and keep them in the sets as they were intended. Plus, you're not going to knock them over because they're nicely balanced. So you're not going to send it skittling across your glass craft mat and waste all of that beautiful sparkle ink. So keep your little bit of packaging as your little pot holder palette for when you're using them at home on your craft desk.